First off, I owe you guys a huge apology. Um, I'm very late in getting this update up. My last update was the 25th of November, and today is the 16th of December. So I've been very remiss in posting every week like I told you guys I would. So I'd like to ask your forgiveness for that. And I guess now that I've kind of had a chance to get settled here, and kind of get into a routine, I thought maybe a lot of you guys are probably interested in what do I do every day, like what does my week look like, in which maybe some of my busyness can help to offer an explanation on why I'm so late getting this up, although I don't mean it as an excuse because this is something that I definitely need to make time for. So basically, let me just open up the old calendar here and I'll give you guys a rundown of what my week looks like. In a typical week, Sunday I go to the early service at Moscow Bible, which starts at 10 o'clock. And that's the one that they have translation for. The second service doesn't have translation unless the teacher is speaking in English and they translate it into Russian. But that at the first service there's guaranteed translation regardless of which language the teacher is teaching in. So I usually go to the 9 a.m. service, and then afterwards I go to that English Bible study that I told you guys about last week. That's been such a blessing, to get to know some of my brothers and sisters here in Moscow that are also serving God, doing things, whether they be in school or be working or be learning or teaching or whatever's going on. It's great to see so many different people from various countries and walks of life coming together to get to know God, to worship Him, to love Him, to praise Him. And so that really blesses me on Sundays. And it just kind of depends the rest of Sunday. Maybe I'll hang out with people. Maybe I'll just rest. Maybe I'll spend some time reading, or it just kind of varies. Sometimes I go out with Losha and Katya if they go out with folks after church, or just whatever. So that's pretty much what Sunday looks like. On Mondays, we always have our team meetings, like strategy sessions. Unless it's the strategy sessions happen on the first Monday of each month, and then we have tactical meetings the other Mondays of the month, where it's basically Adam and Bill and I get together as a team and we talk about the issues that are going on with ministry and work and different projects and how things are coming, and we kind of outline our plans for the week as far as what we hope to accomplish and what we're doing. Right now for the team, I've got about 3 projects going. I'm working on updating the English site for Bible Training Center for Pastors here in Russia, and I'm also working to put together a promotional type package for short-term missions here in Russia, because with the changing visa laws and everything, we're feeling like that's going to become a really integral part of the overall mission strategy here in Russia. And then also I've been doing a little bit of shooting of footage for a video that they're going to put together for the missions conference in January. So Mondays we get together and meet and handle business and kind of laying out strategy and plans for the week. Tuesday is typically my day off, although it's been the case that Tuesday hasn't exactly been a day off. That's also the day that I meet with Bill for accountability, and so we get together and just talk about what's going on with life and just kind of hang out, spend some time together, talk about things, and it's just a really good time of encouragement and a really good time. But we may move that to Mondays after our meeting to free up my Tuesdays, because as it stands right now, I don't exactly really have a day off. On Wednesday through Friday mornings, I have language class. That's when I study Russian, and on and that usually is from 9:30 to about 12:30. Although on Thursdays it's gonna start going until about 1:30. I'm gonna get an extra hour in because my teacher thinks that I could really use the extra time. And I study with Lindsay and Laura, who are two girls who are on stint with Campus Crusade. And we have lessons over at their place, and then on Wednesdays after lessons, I go with them out on campus, and we go talk to people and just kind of get out there and storm the beaches of some of the college campuses here in Russia. So that's always a really interesting time. Sometimes it's really fun, sometimes it's kind of tough. It just sort of depends on the campus and the day and what's going on. Then on Thursday after class, typically is a work day for me when I'll come home or maybe mostly I work at home, but sometimes I got the flexibility to work at a coffee shop or at the office or wherever. But that's usually a day on Thursday. Thursday afternoon is usually a time that I work on projects for the team, working on the website or working on working on stuff like promotional materials, for this stint package thing that I'm trying to throw together, put together. Friday after class, usually will be either a time of work or a time where I'll do something, help with some other sort of crusade event. Just sort of depends on what's going on. It's kind of a flex time between stuff for the team and stuff for crusade. So that's kind of what Friday looks like for me. And then on Saturdays, Saturday is usually another work day where I work on stuff for the team. And then Saturday evenings, I usually help out with New Life Crusade, whatever. Help them with Soul Talk or with English Club, just depending on what they've got going. Usually I guess there's probably about one night a month where there's nothing going, and then I kind of have that time free. It just sort of depends. So that's kind of a general rundown of what my week looks like as a general rule. And I guess I could share with you guys a little bit of news about what's going on. So Russia changed their visa laws, which some of you guys know. Maybe a lot of you guys heard about it at church, or I told you about it before I left, and we weren't really sure how that was going to affect me. But basically, it's become pretty clear what's going to happen. Basically, since they changed their visa laws, any given person can be in country for 90 days before they have to spend another 90 days out of the country before they get a new 90 days to be in country. So basically, the way that works out for me is that my visa registration is good through February 7th. And then I can't get it renewed until I've spent 90 days out of the country, which takes me past my 6 months that I'm supposed to be out in the field. So, kind of a long story short, I have to leave Russia in the first part of February, and it looks like I'm going to go to China to finish out the rest of my 6 months. So I'm going to give you guys some more details about that in the email that I'm putting together to send out today or tomorrow. And I guess real quick, let me throw out some things, a couple prayer requests that I might have, and then I got to wrap it up because I'm running out of time. The first one is for time management, because with things so busy and just the way things are in Russia here, it can be tough to kind of balance everything. And the second one is that I would be relying more fully on God, because now that I'm starting to kind of get acclimated here and settled, it gets really easy to rely on myself. So I know there's a lot of information just kind of blitzing at you guys really quick, but I'm past the point that I need to go, so I need to go ahead and wrap this up. I'll be sending out an email this week, so look for that, and it should kind of have more things, more concisely.